Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. We're back with pretty much the same team. The Tech EZA Goku is back on the team as well, and this time we are testing out my boy EZA Strength God Vegeta. Unfortunately nowhere near as good as Tech EZA God Goku, but he's not bad. He's not bad, so we're going to give him a go. He is also rainbowed. I am also currently link leveling him. Not as far done as Goku, but level 10 link video pending soon. He does also go on the 200% category lead, by the way, before I forget to mention it. So I will do a 200% category lead video for him. Unfortunately, he doesn't go on the same 200% category lead as God Goku, because God Goku doesn't have one. He goes on the Vegeta Family Gifted Warriors 200% lead. So, you know, you're not going to have a perfect link set. He's still going to link really well, you know, with other like Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta units, etc. And also the transforming Fizz Vegeta who gets the God, but that only lasts one turn. But you can't run him with the Goku, which is a slight shame. But even so, I will get on that video soon, pretty much on the same team. Don't forget to let me know what you think of him down in the comments, and drop a like and subscribe if you are new. Let's take him into the event and see what my boy can do. Seems like my luck's carrying on. My boy's on rotation immediately with the Goku. We are missing the Prodigies link. But other than that, we have every single link active. No support right now. What are we looking like turn one? 327k attack stat and 121k defense. Pretty decent turn one. It's pretty decent turn one. Let's get you some orbs. And now what are we looking like? 458k. It's solid. It's solid. It is solid. But after EZAing, he is a super strength lead, giving Ki +3, HP and attack and defense +130, just like the God of Goku, you know. Can be handy for Ultimate Clash for a bit of extra HP and attack and defense. No support, 4.9 mil. Turn one, literally, turn one, just shy of a 5 mil attack stat. Unfortunately, nowhere near as good defensively, and 5.3. Now, the reason why that's jumped up so much is because he does greatly raise attack on Super, by the way, which means he stacks. My boy stacks. You don't just stack by 30%. My boy stacks by 50% on attack, which is good. It means the damage he can do is ridiculously good, and you can get up to ridiculous lengths. Sure. The only thing is, with how valuable defensive is now in Dokkan, and him not having stuff like guard and damage reduction. Oh no, sorry, he does have guard. Doesn't he have guard? Yeah, he does have guard. But it's a chance to guard. So without him having guaranteed guard or big damage reduction, it would have been nice if he did get some type of raising defense, whether that was stacking or whether that was, you know, just 30% for a turn on Super. Just to kind of pad him out a little bit more. Make him a little bit, you know, extra bulky. It would have been handy, but they decided to stack attack instead. As I said, in terms of the damage output, I mean, that was literally turn one and literally got an additional, and he was already over 5 mil, which is good. But it just would have been nice if maybe he stacked defense instead. But still, I'm not going to knock it. He also causes screen damage to the enemy and greatly lowers defense as well. On his passive, he gets Ki +3 and attack and defense +150. He has a high chance of guarding all attacks. As I've mentioned numerous times with chances to guard units, I don't mind them. The reason why I dislike chances to guard themselves is because the game doesn't tell you. If we literally just were told if a unit was guarding or not in the turn before it was too late, which is getting hit, whether you find out or not, then I wouldn't mind it. But still, having a 50% chance to guard rather than none is better than none, so you can't really knock it too much. If it does come off, at least he has guard, which is very nice, while also building up his attack. So it means he's going to be doing good damage while tanking quite well. Just, if he does, as I said, if he just like raised the defense for the turn with that guard, you know, being a chance, I think it would be a lot better, but it's too late. He's already out. But still, as I said, if you just knew when the chance was guarded was happening, I would probably prefer it a lot more. Also links quite well with the STR SSG gods, but you know, with this guy being around, you're probably never really going to have him on rotation. If you're ever going to use him, probably will float, and you probably will never use him in red zone because he'll probably get you killed. Not going to lie. But what are we up to now? We're already on 1.1 mil. We literally super attacked twice, and we're on over 1.1 mil already. We have 214k defense as well. Let's give you all them orbs. What are we up to now? 1.6 mil. We've only super attacked twice. Jesus. But he also gets an additional attack and defense plus 77%, just like the God Goku, but he does get it for 3 turns after receiving an attack. We're up to 5.7 mil. So that kind of ties in with his guard. So if the guard does come off, the ideal situation you kind of want is Vegeta gets hit. his guard is active, which means you take no damage. Then he gets the 77% attack and defense for 3 turns. Obviously, you're going to be stacking along the way as well. Does big damage, has decent defense with the guard as well. Any attacks that are coming after. But mainly, you know, the quite quick and immediate incredible damage output while also stacking. Let me pop an item just in case. We're a tiny bit low right now. So let me use an usher. So yeah, I see what they're going for there, which is obviously very nice. That said, he does kind of need a little extra padding, especially because he doesn't have anything on super, so that is quite nice. But you do have to take an attack, so if the guard doesn't come off, it can be a risk to do. He also has a medium chance of launching an additional super attack, which is nice because he does stack. You know, it's a 30% chance to launch an additional on top of any dupes you have in him. I have him rainbowed, so he could potentially super 3 times in 1 turn, which means you stack. You greatly raise your attack 3 times, which means his damage is flying. His damage is flying up. He also has a great chance, which is a 70% chance of stunning the attacked enemy when there is a movie boss or Pure Saiyan's category enemy. So it's quite obvious to see what they've done. They do it with Goku and Vegetas all the time. Goku is more defensive against movie bosses and Pure Saiyans and just kind of more defensive in general. I say in general, mainly against movie bosses and Pure Saiyans, whereas the Vegeta is clearly a more offensive unit. Which clearly shows, and he's a very good offensive unit. It's just defense is so valuable, and chances to guard in really harder events can be a massive risk. But still, he does have a 70% chance of stunning, which doesn't seem that handy because again, stunning and sealing is very limited. You know, you can only really do it in Super Battle Road. You can do it in very minute amounts of Red Zone stages, but mainly Super Battle Road. Ultimate Clash, I guess, but mainly Super Battle Roads where it's going to come in handy. And again, you're facing pretty much the majority of the game. Pure Saiyan enemies, there's a plethora of them, and you can have a 70% chance to stun them, which of course makes the run easy, or easier. We have lost the attack and defense plus 77% for 3 turns, which is kind of annoying, because we now have the support, but without it, we are on a 950k attack stat and 140k defense. I do kind of want to see what his attack stat gets to with the support and being attacked. So we're going to have to come back on another rotation and see how that does. But without it and stacking, we're on 4 mil. So you're seeing how much of an impact that 77% does make. And again, this is where it's just a little bit wonky. You know, because you need to take the risk with the chance to guard to get it. It's kind of a little bit like, is the trade-off worth it? And in terms of damage output, you can kind of say yeah, but in a hard event where you don't want to die and you want to conserve items, it can be a bit of a risk. It can obviously be quite a risk, but I do want to see how much he's putting out, even though he's going to be stacking a lot more by then as well. I do want to see how the support's looking with the 77% attack and defense, so I will come back when we get that. Okay, we finally got the rotation I'm after, which is the extra attack and defense plus 77%, while also having the support, which means we're now on a 1.5 mil attack stat with almost 300k defense, almost just shy of 250. Could you imagine, right? I mean, I know we have type advantage. Could you imagine if you were in a harder event right now and he got the guard off? It would be so great. But then the chance, man, you don't know until it's too late. You don't know until it's too late. What are we up to now? 376k attack stat, which is very impressive. Actually, 376, no, 3.7 million. 3.7 million. He has type advantage as well, so this is going to do huge damage. 8.5. I mean, to be fair, that's only just the beginning, because, you know, this guy has he has a medium chance of launching an additional super. He also, again, if you have dupes, and also he's greatly raising his attack on super every single time. Like, getting him to a 10 mil attack stat probably isn't difficult whatsoever. Again, especially when you can have God Goku chilling in slot 1 against Pure Saiyans. Like, you know, he's going to be great in longer events building up his attack. You put God Goku in slot 1 because every single long event is literally based... we're probably going to die here, but it doesn't matter. We've done what I wanted to do. Every single longer event is based around a Pure Saiyan. Original Goku event, GT Goku event, Vegeta event. You can stack him up. Fine. Like, fine. And if he gets his guard off, great, he's tanking even more. God Goku's in slot 1 tanking everything against Pure Saiyans while he's stacking up doing ridiculous amounts of damage. He's really, really good offensively. And defensive, he can be decent. It's just a shame about the chance and needing the him to be hit to get the attack and defense plus 77%. Because in a lot of harder content, if you get supered, that's a massive risk if he doesn't guard. But he's still a decent unit. Unfortunately, he's not as good as Goku. That usually seems to be the case, but he's still really good. But let me know down in the comments. I'll see you next video, guys. And push!